Hello everyone, it's Wednesday, December the 14th, bit after 7 a.m. and just dropped someone off to work, and on the way we stopped off at a 7-Eleven to get him a coffee. And yeah, as he's gotten into the car, he's spilt the coffee. It's pretty much, I don't know if you can see, he spilt it all on the outside and all over the passenger seat. It's splashed all over the center console, which has been mopped up now. And yeah, pretty much went all in the glove box and on the dashboard, which has been mopped up. A little bit on the roof lining, on the windshield. And I'm going to just do this video trying to keep the commentary low. Just to, again, show mainly to highlight the difference between pressure washing a seat versus steam cleaning a seat, which is the most traditional way. And I'm going to try and explain the differences between the two. So the seat's been removed, and I'm going to explain the difference between the steam cleaner, which it's real correct terminology for it is called the injection extraction machine. And the reason why is that it injects soapy liquid through this nozzle here, and then the vacuum sucks it up, so it injects and extracts, and that's the process. One of the best cleaning methods for cleaning lots of things, especially carpet. And then you've got just little pressure washer. Now most car detailers, they're only going to use the injection extraction method, but the problem with this is you can see the coffee's actually gone right through the seat, and you can see it sort of foaming up there. So it's gone right through the cushion. The cushion's several inches thick. This machine was worth like $2,000. I bought it about 15 years ago, and it's still a good machine. It's got a thin hose and a short hose, which makes excellent suction, but it's not strong enough to suck the coffee out of the seat properly. You're going to inject the liquid into the seat, and then you're going to try and suck it up, but that's not enough to fully remove it. Milk, which is in the coffees, is probably up there with some of the top contaminants that can damage your car and make it smell for decades. I did a car cleaning job once where a car detailer came in, did the injection extraction method steam clean, and then a week later the customer called me up because the car absolutely stunk still. And I traced the spill and found the milk had gone, someone had spilt milk into the vehicle, and the milk had gone under the seat, and there were maggots under the seat. So that's why it's it's pretty important to clean milk thoroughly, because you don't want that smell which can last for decades. Nothing worse than having rotten milk smell in your car. Even though there is only a little bit of milk in the coffee, it's enough to cause quite a strong odor, and a permanent odor for a long time. So I'm basically just going to go over the quick method of what I'm going to do. This seat is not going to get injection extraction steam clean method. Instead, I'm going to spray it with G101, and I'm going to pressure washer it. So G101ing the seat, which is a general purpose degreaser. Pressure washing the seat, and I'm not going to show all of it, but I'll pretty much pressure wash this for like 10 minutes until all the coffee's washed out of it 100%. So I'm only going to just show a little bit of it. G101ing the mats. Pressure washing the mats. So this seat was pressure washed for about 10 minutes, and there's guaranteed no traces of coffee in that now. So I'm just going to steam clean the majority of the water out with the steam clean machine. So I've done about 4,000 trips and almost clocking up 1 year of Uber driving, and out of 4,000 trips I've had 4 spillages, so averaging about 1 contamination per 1,000, which is a pretty good run rate. And yeah, I've had 1 apple cider in the back seat, and 1 vomit on the back seat, another vomit on this side, and today I've had the coffee spill. So I'm going to steam clean all this carpet. There's also coffee on that center console. I'm going to spray that. Spray all the carpets. And I'll spray more, but it won't show it all. Steam cleaning the carpets now. Steam clean done. Febreze. So it's now 9:30 AM. The wet seat's back in the car. Heater's on. Left the windows a couple centimeters open just to let all the steam come out. So it's 9:30. It took about 2 hours to take the seat out, steam clean the carpets, blast the seat down, take all the water out and blast all the mats and deodorize it, and also took a little bit longer this time to wipe all the dash down and the roof lining to clean all the coffee spill all around the console and all that. So it's 9:30. I'll be going to sleep now, so we'll check on it in 9 hours when I wake up, and hopefully it's dry by then. So it's now a bit after 6 PM. The car's been drying for about 9 hours. The seats and the carpets are pretty much 100% dry now. The mats have all been washed and dried, and there's pretty much no traces of coffee smell, but I do know there's probably still little tiny traces of coffee in these sort of parts. These things will have to be pulled up and removed just to check for any little last traces. Little bits of coffee stuck in here, somehow get to that in the center console, and definitely behind this trim there's still a bit of coffee drips in there, but other than that it smells 100% brand new again and ready to rock and roll. And I should also note this car is fitted with airbags in the seat. Pretty much all the car components these days, they know about car detailing, and the car is actually designed for water. These airbags are like IP65 water rated. They're not going to put an airbag in a seat when they know it's going to get steam cleaned. The airbag is situated probably on the other side, which is the where the car door side is. It's actually got the SRS airbag label there, and the airbag's right there. It's pretty much just like a just like a gasket. I've seen them in car dealerships before. Once they did a recall and they had to pull the airbags out of the cars and explode them and put new airbags in, and it's basically just like a canister with a little detonator, and once it hits 3G gravity it activates the positive and negative and causes the detonator to explode, and the airbag goes off. So they're very simple, mechanical free unit pretty much. It's just a explosive detonator with a positive and negative charge to it, and it's very waterproof and water rated. And if you do get any sort of problems like this thing here, you know, that's where most of the electricals, which is pretty much the you know, the little device that measures the seat, I think is in there as well, to see if the seat belts are connected. And then you got the airbag loom, and if you do get a bit of water in that, you can just blow it out. But you know, the worst case scenario, you might get a bit of a faulty reading on the airbag, which has to be reset at the dealership. But as long as it's put in dry and you're pretty confident that's all dry, then you should have no problems. Even if this seat had electric control, I would still wash it, because at the end of the day you've got to clean it, and you've got to do whatever it takes to get it clean. And this is why a lot of car detailers won't do this process, because they're just scared of the many things that could go wrong. But as long as the seat's fully dry, you can also air tool after you finish the job. After it's been drying for many hours, you can air tool the electronics before you plug them back in, and that should ensure that you won't get any shorts, circuits or anything.